create a theme. So we have our colors file where we have blue, green, yellow, red. These aren't very semantic. They don't really tell us like what is being used for what elements or what piece of our UI. So that's where themes are really going to come in. So I'm going to open themes.js. We're going to create a theme. We're going to just create a default theme. So export const default theme. You can call it whatever you like. It's going to be an object. And we're going to throw some values in here. Before I do that, I'm just going to import a couple of things that we just created. So I'm going to import my blue palette and my neutral palette. If your primary color is red, import red. If it's pink, import pink. And these are going to come from our colors file. I'm also going to import my primary font. I'm going to want to use that. So primary font. Typography. Okay. So what do I want to add here? Well, I want to know what my primary color is. My primary color is going to be my blue, my 300 value. Yours might be something different, but this is what mine's going to look like. I'm also going to want to kind of remember the hover color maybe and the active color. So let's do primary color hover. Mine is going to go lighter. So I'm going to do blue 200. Go shade lighter. On active, primary color active. I'm going to do the lightest color. Or this is the darkest color. Mine go darker, mine go the other way. So it's gonna be blue 100. It's yelling at me because I'm using semicolons in an object. Now I wanna know what text color needs to be on top of my primary color. So if you have a very dark primary color, you're gonna want white maybe as your text color. If you have a very light primary color, you're gonna want a very dark text color. So text color on primary. Mine is gonna be neutral 100, which is just a white. For text color that's not on a primary, if it's just on a background text color, I'm just going to set it to neutral 600, which is a very deep gray. How about text that's on a very light background? I'm going to want a dark color, so I'm going to text color inverted. And this is going to be neutral 100. And then the last one is just my primary font. So you could write like this, but because it's the same value for both, we can actually just shorten it. We can just write primary font, and it'll automatically assign the value as the same as the key. So that's our theme. Again, you might have different variables, and that's totally fine. The last thing that we're going to do is we've got these 3 JavaScript files in our utility folder, and that's totally fine. But let's do something to make that a little easier. Let's create a file called index.js. And we're just going to export everything from these 3 files. So export star from colors. We'll do export star from typography. And we'll do export star from themes. Okay. Why are we doing this? Does anyone know why we might want to do this over like just importing and exporting like the regular files? So if we didn't have this index file, what I would have to do is like import primary font from, if I'm in my components folder, let's say. I'd have to go up a directory into utils and go to typography. And that's totally fine, you can do that. But it's a lot nicer if we could just import things from utils, isn't it? So I can import primary font, I can import blue, I can import theme, like default theme. And I can do this all from utils. I don't have to go into color, I don't have to go into typography. So that's why we've done it this way. So let's go use this. Let's go use our theme. Let's go to buttons.js again. So right now we have this hard-coded value. Let's use our theme instead. That sounds like a lot better. So let's import that. Import default theme. Again, this is going from utils. I'm also going to want our type scale. So I'm going to add this to the same import, so type scale. Okay. So that means we can get rid of this constant. We don't need this anymore. We're going to use our theme. So I've set font size here to 1 rem. We can replace that now. So we can say default, type scale dot paragraph. And anything that was using this primary blue, I'm going to highlight it and press Command D to highlight every single instance of that. It's going to be default theme dot primary color. Okay, so we're replacing that constant we just got rid of with our default theme primary color. So if I go back, everything still looks the same, which is really, really good. So we just got rid of our hard-coded values and we used them from our theme inside of our styled component.